The fact that the bridge collapsed in sections rather than all at once shows how forces were distributed and became unbalanced within the structure. Real-life shocking moments caught on CCTV always make us realize that just one careless second can turn an ordinary day into an unforgettable situation. Do not let curiosity or the desire for a challenge make you underestimate the power of nature. Keeping a safe distance is always the wisest choice. Many people mistakenly think this was caused by climate change, but in reality, the Japan tsunami was triggered by one of the strongest earthquakes ever recorded in modern history. The engine explosion of a Boeing 747 in St. Martin was so powerful that the jet blast near the beach runway blew several people across the sand. Where are you watching from on the map of the United States? Comment your state below.
Was the flood simply too powerful, or was the structure too weak to withstand it? It's a question that has many engineers rethinking design and safety standards.
Two men were lucky to survive after their music truck was swept into crocodile-inhabited waters at Kakadu National Park.
Rescue efforts at a sinkhole in Bangkok became extremely dangerous as the ground continued to collapse, but fortunately the workers were evacuated to safety in time. What would it be like if your rooftop suddenly turned into a waterfall? That's exactly what residents of Estepa experienced. Fortunately, no one was injured. As for that guy, he probably just learned a lesson he'll never forget. If you could pin one lesson under this video, what would it be? Leave a piece of advice for everyone in the comments. Is the weather in your state being kind to you today?
I think the wildebeest did not know that was a two-lane road. Can you count how many reindeer are in this herd? If you love animals, comment below. Feel free to show that love. Firefighters were practicing a drowning rescue when a dog swam over to help. But once it got closer and realized the person was familiar, the dog turned around and left, even dragging the life buoy away with it. Where are you watching from on the map of the United States? Comment your state below.
Some moments make us stop and wonder, is this spot really safe enough? He should probably trade in his driver's license for a bus pass as soon as possible.
Oh shit!
The helmet did exactly what it was designed to do in this situation. Without video evidence, few people would believe it.
You know what? The next moment will definitely surprise you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. A landslide onto railway tracks not only disrupts transportation, but can also cause millions of dollars in economic damage. Situations like this remind us that even on the sidewalk, staying aware of your surroundings is always necessary.
At Indian Hills?
This mud eruption happens when underground gas builds up pressure and escapes to the surface. Do not inflate tires yourself. Let experienced professionals handle it. The incident happened right when strong winds knocked down a tree at Hocking Hills Golf Club in Ohio, nearly injuring 4 golfers. You are witnessing the bravery of Coast Guard rescue teams working after the storm passed. A sharp reflex in a risky jump saved him from a catastrophic accident in just an instant.
Now you understand why people always say, keep your distance and wildlife has the right of way. If you had to rate this moment, what score would you give it out of 10? Do you see yourself in this situation? Honestly, it doesn't look like a pleasant feeling at all. Michigan's peaceful atmosphere was shattered in an instant by a propane tank. If you use propane at home, make sure to inspect it regularly and keep an eye on it.
You can feel the chaos in this moment as a wild elephant charged forward, causing people to panic and run in every direction to escape danger. That is why you should move away from landslide areas immediately. Real-life shocking moments caught on CCTV do not only bring suspense, but also remind each person to always stay alert, remain calm, and put safety first. Millions of black crows move together across the sky like one giant creature, creating a display that would make anyone stop and watch.
Okay, come in.
Although security teams always monitor the movement of the waves, extreme caution is still needed in places like this. This 9-meter wave is actually the world's largest tidal bore, appearing on the Qiantang River in China. And maybe that white car is still trying to turn around to this day.
Good morning, little update. Crabs have picked. Woohoo! It's happening.
How much do you think this controlled demolition cost?
Yeah.
The best way to get amped off your feet is stomp your feet.
Oh no! They bit you the first time. What? They're really biting.
Yeah, they're not.
Don't forget to like and follow the channel so you don't miss interesting, surprising, and inspiring moments captured around the world.
In the end, the shattered window became the escape route that saved his life. During a magnitude 7.8 earthquake, he didn't run away. He chose to stay and protect his grandmother. Sometimes the greatest strength is family love. He's a good guy for not leaving his girlfriend behind.
Hailstones about 8 inches in diameter fell into the yard. If this happened on a farm in the United States, the crops could be seriously damaged.
Right. Oh, there goes the umbrella. Oh, fuck.
He was trapped in a landslide in Indonesia and jumped out of the truck. A quick decision may have saved his life. This is why experts always advise people not to feed wild bears.
Here, holy.
Oh my God. God protected both girls at the same time.
Probably.
How would you rate his hairstyle on a scale of 1 to 10? Oh my God. God protected both girls at the same time. Everything happened in an instant. Always check load limits to ensure safety. What just happened? A heating pipeline explosion caused chaos. Who do you think is responsible?
When nature changes the rules, even vehicles weighing thousands of tons can become trapped in ways no one expects. Fortunately, no one was sitting inside that vehicle at the time. A bridge in New Zealand finally surrendered to the rapidly rising river, disappearing into the rushing waters. I'm not exactly sure what kind of animal that was, but it certainly left him with a painful lesson. TikTok is not worth risking your safety while driving a truck. Fortunately, he walked away unharmed, though the mistake will likely come with a hefty price tag. This scene has left many people wondering, could this somehow be related to an insurance claim? It seems they still believed the bridge was strong enough to protect them from the raging floodwaters.
Arnold!
These solutions may help prevent unexpected tsunamis. If the pilot had not made an emergency landing on the highway, what do you think would have happened next? This was a risky experiment. Just one small mistake could make everything spiral out of control. Oh my goodness. A massive chunk of ice as big as a house and weighing millions of pounds fell right in front of me.
Whoa.
Regular inspection and maintenance of trees and public infrastructure are extremely important to reduce unexpected risks. Luckily, no one was in danger this time. With winds reaching up to 90 miles per hour, parking there was definitely a very wise decision. Oh my goodness. That is the kind of customer the store employees definitely do not want to serve.
Here we are in Brackenridge.
The Beehive looks like a busy city with millions of residents constantly working.
Lots of bees in here, good healthy hive of bees.
The family reacted bravely when a bear approached their dog, and the father's quick action forced the animal to retreat. This is one of the world's greatest migrations. You are watching an uninsured road trip of antlered animals in Africa. You can see sea foam blown by the wind covering the road like snow. Has this ever happened where you live? Even trying to rest was not peaceful. Maybe that was what the parrots were thinking during the earthquake in San Diego. Animals can sense danger. That is why many people choose to keep dogs at home. Would you laugh it off or handle this situation immediately? The car was struck by lightning 3 times in a row and still remains safe. This shows how effective its protection system is. A tense moment, but calmness made the difference. We have to admit his ability to handle the situation was truly impressive. Have you ever witnessed such a powerful tsunami with your own eyes?
Oh my gosh, it's gonna fall, buddy. No. No.
It is heartbreaking to see the town of Buxton today. Those who grew up here must still remember a time when wide beaches and green trees stood between the homes and the ocean.
Oh my god!
Okay, guys, let's go.
Real-life, shocking moments caught on CCTV show that life can sometimes change too quickly, and staying alert in a critical moment can make a huge difference.
Oh no! Get inside! Get inside! Go, go, go!
The vehicle unintentionally became a punching bag for a bull to demonstrate its incredible strength. I could hardly believe my eyes and had to watch several times to confirm that the dog really escaped unharmed. If he had paid attention to the cat, he might have realized it was trying to warn him about what was about to happen. Do you think this was just a coincidence or an example of karma at work? Let me know what you think.
Which moment made made you want to watch it again the most? Leave a comment and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos.
Sí, estoy parándola ya.
I have never seen a scene like this before. A building tilted, spun around, and almost collapsed to the ground. Why did the man in the blue shirt choose to drive away instead of stopping to help the girl? A controlled demolition caused about 1,100 feet, weighing 6 million pounds, to fall into the Missouri River. Do you think they should be fined? Neither of them was wearing a helmet. The perfect combination between humans and animals creates fascinating moments, but safety and respect must always come first to protect both sides. A road in Nepal was hit by a terrifying landslide, with rocks and soil crashing down and leaving everyone who witnessed it stunned. Why do you think the cat ran toward the place where lightning struck?
At that speed, controlling the vehicle was almost impossible, but fortunately, the situation did not end in a collision. If you enjoy everyday moments like these, leave a 9 in the comments. It's hard not to smile while watching this moment. Share it so more people can enjoy the positivity too. Less than 2 minutes after a magnitude 7.5 earthquake, the sea in Palu went from calm to critical so quickly that people barely had time to react. The ocean can change in the blink of an eye, but the people in this video didn't seem prepared for that reality. The storm pulled him into a dangerous situation. Holding on tight was his only option.
Oh my God!
When a storm hits, you can prepare for rain and wind, but no one expects to dodge flying chairs.
Oh my God! 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 Oh my God!
Fortunately, his reaction skills were good enough to keep everything under control. This is a clear reminder of why driving at a safe speed at night matters. Driving through a severe storm is a real challenge with limited visibility and constant gusts of wind. In moments like that, prayer may feel like the only thing left to do.
Storm Binka made landfall in Shanghai in September 2024, with strong winds causing many structures to collapse. Fortunately, residents had been safely evacuated.
Whoa, whoa. Oh!
This is why American experts advise against building homes near the coastline. Oh, those two men were sitting there as if nothing had happened.
Are there any geologists watching? I'd love to hear your explanation for this fascinating phenomenon. If I had to choose the luckiest person today, I think the title would definitely belong to him. Slippery roads are a serious challenge for any driver where a single mistake can cause a vehicle to lose control. With no warning at all, the man's quick actions became a life-saving signal for many people behind him. When an entire flock of birds suddenly changes its behavior, it's hard not to wonder natural instinct or a warning sign of something to come. Cats never stop surprising us with their awareness. It seems they noticed something unusual long before anyone else did. It's hard to believe a scene like this happened in the desert. Even the UAE sometimes faces the unpredictable power of nature. They held on to the vehicle as if it were their most valuable possession, but in floodwaters, that decision could put them in even greater danger. Any landing that allows you to walk away safely is a good landing. In just moments, a windstorm in Naperville turned a peaceful day into a struggle against nature. Had that truck gone over the guardrail, the consequences could have been far worse. Fortunately, the barrier held. Visitors captured an incredible scene as a massive avalanche from the Tian Shan Mountains in Kyrgyzstan thundered into the valley with astonishing force.
Oh dear God.
A transformer malfunction turned the sky over Kenner into a worrying sight as flames quickly spread through the overhead electrical system.
We can reduce risk by recognizing landslide warning signs, such as cracks in the ground, muddy water, and rapidly rising water levels. On March 10th, 2026, the sky over America suddenly lit up as lightning tore through the night and struck multiple buildings in the city. At Daytona Beach Airport, a small plane landed without its landing gear, creating sparks as it scraped along the runway.
Looks like a hawker.
See what it was?
I think it was a hawker. And it
Dozens of homes were swallowed by the Arctic Ocean in a landslide. Humans are truly small before the power of nature. Oh my goodness. Do you think the car owner parked in a bad spot? A coworker's lightning-fast reaction in just an instant turned this terrifying accident into a miraculous escape. Did anyone else watch this over and over just to understand exactly what happened? For many people in Hawaii, this is not just a structure being dismantled, but a place that holds many memories across generations. That driver is definitely going home with a story nobody will believe. Oh my goodness. What makes it worse is that they had just finished cleaning up. Severe weather can arrive unexpectedly. I think staying indoors is the safest choice during a storm. Don't forget to leave a like and follow the channel to join us for the next amazing moments. A territorial male deer charged toward a couple walking their dog in Estes Park, Colorado. A reminder that on the road, the safety of others also depends on the decisions we make behind the wheel. On November 11th, a landslide seriously damaged most of a newly built bridge in China, creating massive clouds of dust. Did anyone else watch the movie Andre and want to keep a sea lion as a pet like I did?
Has anyone left a like for this model four-legged citizen yet? That's right. Floodwaters arrive and you may have only about 3 seconds to run. Sometimes all it takes is a little patience and courtesy on the road to make everything go more smoothly. Pieces of debris were swept away by the raging water as if nature were hitting the reset button on the entire landscape.
It's hungry.
When the driver thinks he's in control of the bus, but the one deciding when traffic moves again is an elephant. When nature turns the difficulty level all the way up, teamwork sometimes becomes the most powerful rescue tool of all. Mother Nature has once again demonstrated her incredible power.
Oh, wow!
The flood carried not only giant pine trees, but also a large amount of mud, sand, rocks, and sediment from higher areas down into the canyon. After watching this situation, many people will probably question the driver's driving skills. Massive waves suddenly crashed into this natural pool in Kiama, Australia, sweeping visitors into the violent water and creating a terrifying scene. Nature gives no warning. Just 1 second can change everything. The distance was so close that a collision seemed unavoidable. Fortunately, the truck driver reacted quickly and braked hard in time. The roof of a commercial building in Hubei, China, suddenly collapsed. Fortunately, only the cars parked below were damaged. The terrifying power of the ocean is fully displayed here with giant waves pushing the small boat around as if it weighed nothing. A massive avalanche crashed down onto Manaslu Base Camp in Nepal, creating a terrifying scene as snow and ice poured down the mountainside. The situation was already bad, and this driver somehow found a way to make everything even worse. Crossing the road without looking is very dangerous, and this time the truck driver had to suffer the consequences of someone else's mistake. Heavy rain weakened the structure and caused the ceiling to collapse, but everyone inside managed to escape in time. In Indonesia, the tarp covering a truck full of fish came loose, causing thousands of fish to spill onto the ground. What you are seeing is an ice shove, where wind and pressure push ice sheets onto shore, creating giant piles of ice. What was supposed to be a joyful fireworks display suddenly turned into a terrifying moment, sending the whole family rushing to find safe shelter. This scene reminds me of a tiny Jurassic Park moment, with a lizard puffing itself up and aggressively chasing the tourists. Driving through this massive sandstorm feels almost apocalyptic as the entire highway disappears behind walls of dust. Huge clouds of dust and debris rose violently over the road when a powerful landslide occurred near the entrance of a tunnel in southern China. Fortunately, the man reacted in time. Otherwise, that out-of-control truck could have caused a horrifying tragedy on the narrow road. Panic broke out when a violent tornado tore through a town in Utah, destroying buildings and sending debris flying dangerously through the air. Just one mistake during the high-speed Sopot sailing race was enough to create chaos when the damaged sailboat fell into the sea. A fireworks display in Iceland turned chaotic when fireworks exploded out of control on the snow-covered streets. Fortunately, no one was injured. This near incident at Kruger National Park shows exactly why visitors are warned not to explore wildlife reserves without a properly trained guide. Huge clouds clouds of dust and debris covered the mountain road as the landslide completely paralyzed traffic in the area. The ocean seemed unstoppable as giant waves struck the ship from every direction during the storm. Horrified spectators watched two Navy fighter jets collide in midair during a dangerous aerobatic performance at the Gunfighter Skies airshow. A large section of the Columbia Glacier suddenly shot nearly 60 meters into the air before collapsing back into the ocean. Strong thunderstorms caused severe flooding across Nevada, turning streets into fast-moving rivers of mud. Do you think that with pressure of only about 2.2 to 2.5 bar, a car tire explosion would not be dangerous? You will change your mind after watching the clip below. Luckily, no one was in danger, but what impressed me most was his calmness in the middle of such a tense situation. Falling rocks and thick dust cover the road after the 7.2 magnitude earthquake in Hualien, Taiwan. Thankfully, the driver chose to stop inside the tunnel before rocks and debris came crashing down onto the area ahead. As floodwater swept through an area in Namibia, the driver tried to move his vehicle to safety. Fortunately, everything ended without anyone being in danger. The driver reacted in time and backed up as a dangerous rock slide came down the mountain and buried the road ahead. This landslide could have been much worse because the mud and debris flow came very close to homes and people on the road. A terrifying scene unfolded in San Diego when a cruise boat crashed into a crowded pier, causing waiting passengers to panic and run for safety. If this happened to you, what would your first reaction be? The moment a Jollibee fast food restaurant collapsed after a powerful 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck the Mindanao region of the Philippines on Monday, June 8th. In Casablanca, Morocco, a violent wave slammed into the coastline near the Hassan II Mosque, causing people to panic and rush to escape. More than 1 million African buffalo, along with hundreds of thousands of zebras, cross the Serengeti grasslands every year, creating one of the most spectacular migrations on the planet. The octopus clung tightly to the diver and turned this dive into an unexpected underwater battle. Newly built fish tank at a seafood hot pot restaurant suddenly broke, and the fish swam into the private rooms. In the end, the owner had to make the meals free for all customers. This is a reminder that when bad weather approaches, outdoor equipment needs to be taken down or secured very carefully. A powerful flood surge on the Ma River in Switzerland swept huge logs and debris down the waterfall, showing just how dangerous fast-moving water can be.
Ah, intéressant. Regardez cette vague qui arrive. Très impressionnant.
After severe flooding devastated Krasnodar, Russia, this bridge could no longer withstand the pressure, creating a frightening scene for anyone nearby.
Смотри, наливается. Волк.
Real-life shocking moments caught on CCTV not only bring suspense, but also remind everyone to stay alert, remain calm, and always put safety first. We are very curious which U.S. state are you watching from, and what is the weather like there right now? An incredible moment when a gray whale surfaced just a few meters away from boats docked at Knudsen Cove Marina in Alaska, USA. A massive avalanche rushed down the Himalayas, sending a huge wave of snow and debris toward the buildings below within just a few seconds.
Yep.
A propane tank suddenly exploded, making the firefighting operation in Limestone, Maine, extremely tense within just a few seconds. Thankfully, luck was on the firefighters' side that day. This road in India had to be closed after a large landslide buried the entire route with rocks and debris, making it impossible for vehicles to pass. The weather changed in a terrifying instant, from heavy rain to a violent tornado tearing through the area. The region was devastated, trees were uprooted, and debris flew wildly into the sky. This driver in China was very lucky because large rocks and mud fell onto the road right after the tanker truck passed by. Luckily, the stray dog managed to run into the house in time, and this moment reminds us that checking your wheels regularly is never unnecessary.